What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Cam ATL. Shout out to the DFS squad. Shout out to everybody who's watching this video right now. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Let's get this video to 100 likes. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. As you can see on my screen, I made it 4 straight profit nights in a row. We are on fire right now. The smartest thing you could do with your whole entire life would be to go to greenlightdfs.com right now. Sign up for that season-long subscription. That way you get NFL included as well. Or for any subscription, and join the money team with us. I'm profiting over $200 tonight. I have subscribers that have sent me pictures of them winning over $300 tonight. Once again, I had 2 arcade mode lineups that ended up going bonkers once again. And then I have this regular slate lineup that did absolutely amazing. 140. Arizona won't be up to bat anymore, but Greinke will get the win. So that'll put me to 144. Great night. Cashed in everything. Won every head-to-head. Placed in every double-up. Placed in every tourney. It was a fantastic night. You gotta join the squad. Shout out to everybody who has joined the squad and got some money tonight. I'm glad I was able to help, man. I put a lot of work into it, and I'm glad it paid off, man. That's 4 straight days of cashing, man. Join the squad. Drop a like down below. Now, let's get straight into the high 5. Real quick, I'll show you what I had. I had Farmer, Greinke, Avila, Goldschmidt, Dozier, Lamb, Owings, Garcia ended up with 0. So I'm going to end up with a 144 with a 0 in my lineup. Garcia let me down a lot. I kind of like that little White Sox stack in a few lineups, and they ended up letting me down. But Peralta and Schebler did absolutely great, man. So it was a great night. But now, yes, let's get into the high 5. Make sure you go to greenlightdfs.com and join the squad, guys. Get with it now. All right, I'm also doing FanDuel now as well. Okay, I mentioned that on Twitter, but I am mentioning that in the video for the first time. We are taking over FanDuel as well. I played FanDuel for years and years. Then they took it away from Texas, so now I only do Draftkings. But I am going to, obviously, I can't play for money, but I will set lineups for people, for FanDuel players, so the squad can be making heavy money in FanDuel as well. Just make sure you let me know in the notes when you send the payment that you want FanDuel, okay? Because if I don't see a note or you don't hit me up on Twitter and let me know anything, then I will assume Draftkings. All right? Let's get straight into the high 5, guys. 1 second. All right, guys, we have an 8-game slate. Not too big, not too small, just right. No homo. It's just right. Perfect slate, and I am ready to get right into it. Starting off with the first pitcher, Lance McCullers. I gotta go with Lance because he's by far just the best option on this slate. Not many pitchers excite me on this slate. I really feel like there's a good chance that David ends up getting here. Let's look at the pitchers real quick. I see a good chance that Colorado could take advantage of Leicester. I see a good chance that New York could do very well at home against Price. Boston does not strike out much. They're first in the league at striking out. They do not strike out much at all, okay? Garrett Cole against Miami. There are several Miami players that have hit him very, very well, as you will see in the high 5, by the way. Now, we got Edinson Volquez, who just pitched a no-hitter. He scored a shit ton of points, like, a week ago. He's got a matchup with Pittsburgh. Now, I do like that, but Pittsburgh's been hitting the ball fairly well as of late, and they're at home in Pittsburgh, so I'm not too happy about that either. As you can see, all those top options, I'm just not super happy with. They just don't excite me, man. You know, so what I'm going to do here is I'm giving you Lance McCullers. Lance McCullers because he's going against the last rated offense in the league. Kansas City just does not hit the ball well. They keep switching up the lineup, hoping that something clicks by moving Merrifield to lead off. You got Bonifacio, I think that's how you say his name, hitting second. I like that guy, and I like Merrifield as well. But McCullers is just by far the best talent on the mound here. He's got good strikeout upside. I definitely think he gets the win here. Hamill has been getting hammered this year, and Houston is by far the best offense in the league. And Kansas City is a hitter-friendly ballpark, okay? So Houston's going to run up the score on Hamill, and then McCullers is just it's going to be harder for them to hit McCullers. He's honestly just the best talent by far, and I've got to lock him in at 11-2, and then I'll find my value at my SP2. As you guys can see, we're on SP2, and now a lot of people might be like, whoa, what are you doing? No, listen, all right? I really love several high-priced batters in this slate, okay? That's just my opinion. So I will have lineups with a cheaper pitcher, and that's exactly what I'm giving you guys in the high five. I have a guy that I'm feeling confident about, so I'm going to tell you guys about it, okay? And using this guy will allow you to get any batters you want, as well as the best pitcher on the slate, and be in good position if this guy shows up, and I think he will. Christian Bergman. Christian Bergman is at home in Seattle, which is very pitcher-friendly, going against a Minnesota offense that just isn't that good. They have a few batters, Dozier, they've got Sanu, they've got Kepler, but they really just have not been scary. They're not an offense to fear this year at all. All right? Christian Bergman has been fairly solid, especially at home in Seattle with it being so pitcher-friendly. All right? He's got, if my shit will load, the last couple games he got 19 against Boston. That's a team that doesn't strike out much, so he did fairly well against them in Boston. Okay, he got 20 versus Tampa Bay. That's to be understood. Tampa Bay is not that great, but they have been hitting well lately, so keep that in mind. All right, he did get negative 20 against Washington, but Washington's one of the top offenses in the league under Houston. All right, let's just be real. Okay, so that's okay. I'll let that go. Against Oakland, he got 36. He started the year off slow, but he's definitely found his groove, guys. I definitely think he can get us 20-plus here in this plus matchup against Minnesota in this very pitcher-friendly ballpark. I absolutely love Bergman. All right? Another reason why I absolutely love Bergman is because Gibson has been giving up so much hard contact and so much to hitters that I definitely see him getting a lot of run support in this game right here. I love Robinson Cano. I'm not 100% on what's going on with Cruz. I know he's injured, so he sat out. But if he comes back, I like him. I like a lot of the Seattle guys here going against Gibson. Gibson has absolutely been getting hammered. Lots of hard contact. So run up Seattle bats. I absolutely love Christian Bergman with the run support in a very pitcher-friendly ballpark going against an offense that just hasn't been hitting well. All right? Everything equals out for Bergman to be an amazing value. All right? So lock him into the high five. I'm running him up at 5,800. Nobody else would do this, but you guys know me. All right? I'm going to try to give you guys that steal. That guy that can help you win a tourney, and Christian Bergman is that guy. All right? First, for the batters, I was just telling you guys how Gibson gets hammered. Who else better to hammer him than Robinson Cano? Cano's been hitting the ball amazing lately, and Gibson's been giving up a shit ton of hard contact. He's been absolutely getting killed, guys. I want you to understand that Gibson has been getting hit harder than any other pitcher on this slate. Gibson's been giving up a lot. I love Robinson Cano. Fire him up at 4,700 as an amazing play here on this 8-game slate. Next up, I told you guys I like a few Miami batters, one of which is Christian Yelich. I love Christian Yelich right here, okay? He is at Pittsburgh, but he has absolutely got Garrett Cole's number. On top of the fact that he's a lefty versus righty matchup, on top of that fact, he has gone 7 of 14 against him. 14 at-bats. He's gotten 7 hits. 3 of those 7 hits were home runs and a 500 average. So not only is he connecting against Cole, but he is connecting with power. And Cole has not been that pitcher we've known throughout the last few years. Cole used to be on fire. but he's not that pitcher anymore. He is a guy that you can target. Okay, and because of that name, he's still priced up high, but he really doesn't need to be anymore. He's a guy that you don't need to fear. I absolutely love Yelich here, and I am firing him up at 4,300. I absolutely love Christian Yelich. All right? Last but not least, I got my boy, man. This guy has won me so much money this year. Why not go back to him right here? George Springer. It's been a few days since I played George Springer, but I absolutely love him here, man. Another pitcher that gives up a lot of home runs is Hamill. All right, other than Gibson, Hamill gives up a lot of home runs. And who better to hit that home run off of him than George Springer, a guy who has been absolutely fire lately. I told you guys I expect that Houston offense to run that score up and give McCullers some run support. Who better to do that than your boy George Springer? I expect a home run out of him in this game. I absolutely love him. He has tremendous 20-plus upside, as well as Yelich and as well as Cano, obviously, honestly. All three of these guys have major upside. If Bergman can come through for us, which he is in a great spot to do so, we will be sitting pretty much we'll be able to get some very solid bats around him as well with $3,680 remaining for the remaining players. All right? So I absolutely love it, guys. There it is. Lance McCullers, Christian Bergman, Robinson Cano, Christian Yelich, and George Springer. That is my high five. Run it up. Get that money. Now you know what time it is. Get out your pens, your pencils, your piece of paper, and write these names down, okay? All of these names that I'm about to mention to you guys, I'm going to make sure I mention the guys who have good that aren't small sample sizes. These are 10 at-bats or more sample sizes that all of these guys have done good. I mean, amazing against the pitchers they are facing here, and they are guys that you want to fit in your lineup where you can. All right? So here we go. This is for all day. There are a few early games that I like here, and I'm going to give you guys players from that as well. Zach Cozart. Adam Duvall has done amazing versus Leak. 8 of 19 for 2 home runs and a .421. Billy Hamilton, 7 of 14 for a home run and a .500 average. Now, with Billy Hamilton, I absolutely love him on that early slate because not only has he hit well and got on base, but this guy can steal bags. So that's always good in DFS, man. He can put it up in multiple categories. Scott Schebler, the guy who got me a shit ton of money tonight. I'm recording this on Wednesday night, by the way. But he got me a shit ton of money. I love Scott Schebler. He has done amazing versus Leak as well. Paul Goldschmidt, Will Myers, Mookie Betts, Jackie Bradley has been hot lately. JT Realmuto, listen to this. JT Realmuto going against Garrett Cole. I told you guys there's Miami guys that I love here. JT is going to be my favorite catcher to play here. I absolutely love JT. I will have, if he's in that lineup, I will have him in majority of my lineups. I'm talking 80%, maybe even higher. He will be in a shit ton of my lineups, which I don't play many lineups anyways. At max, I'll play like 5 or 6 lineups. Okay, but he will be in almost every single one. Listen to this. Out of the 11 at-bats he has faced Garrett Cole, he has 9 hits, a home run, and an .818 batting average, and has only struck out once. JT Realmuto is an absolute lock at your catcher spot, guys. Okay? Absolute lock. Christian Yelich, Starlene Castro, Didi Gregorius hit a homer today. He did absolutely great. John Jaso's a good little value guy. He's gone 3 of 10 for a home run and a .300 average. You got Evan Longoria against Derek Holland. He's gotten 3 home runs against Holland. You got Freddie Galvis for Philly. That's a cheap option against R.A. Dickey. And Carlos Beltran, another guy you can put together with Springer, do a little Houston stack against the Hamill, who gets absolutely dominated. He's another guy just like Gibson. Gives up a lot of hard contact, a lot of home runs. I like Carlos Beltran to hit one out. I like Springer to hit one out. That Houston offense is going to have a field day. which is why I love McCullers even more. All right. And that same scenario goes for Seattle, which is why I love Bregman. All right. I absolutely love it, man. So that's it. That's it, guys. Good luck. I hope you kill it. Any questions at all, follow me on Twitter at Cam_ATL. I will answer any question you have, whatever. All right, whatever you got, I will answer you. I talk to people nonstop all day long. So if you even think of any question, you can hit me up and I answer immediately. So don't worry about that. I got you. Like the video down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys as always for coming and watching. Join the squad. Let's get this money together. And I'm out.